Hi everyone, Artemius here, and I'm finally gonna talk about the work in progress sketches, which were released few weeks ago on INCREDIBOX Instagram page. This time, the sketches were released after the version release. Remember when we had sketches of G1 and Alive before the release? Good times, good times. Today, we're gonna talk about the first part of it. In these sketches we had work in progress designs for the Dystopia characters, so let's debunk them. First image. It contains sketches of two beat characters, the main one and the break sound. We're gonna go from top to bottom. We can see that first beat had a bunch of variations of his mask, and originally he did not have a hood, but on some sketches he had. So I think developers decided to combine these sketches into one design. But he also had a helmet, which would look cool. At the right we have sketches for the break sound, and on these sketches he was supposed to have a little symbols at the left. At the right, so he could make that sound. But I think they removed it because it did not fit the Dystopia style with all this text stuff. And he had a different hair, but the design is pretty similar to the original. Also notice that the beats had different color palette. It was blue and yellow, like Ukraine flag. So maybe original Dystopia had 4 color palettes, who knows. Second image. This one contains remaining beat characters, the second, fourth and the fifth beats. This is how the second beat looked like. It looks like an arcade machine or a TV, and we see some symbols, which would bright when the beat would make a specific sample. Next we have a clicking dude, and oh my god, he originally had a brain under the glass. That actually would look terrifying. But besides that, the design is almost similar. I think they removed the brain because it did not fit the original color palette, and maybe because it was too much. But the current one is better, because we have Piramido Rotato. And at the right we have the last beat. And look at the hair design. This one is actually very amazing, why they didn't add it in game. I think we never had an Incrediman with colorful hair. And damn, what a wasted opportunity. And the clothes are amazing too. The headset is the same, the only design part which survived. Besides that, we can also see totally new character designs, which did not appear in base game at all. This dude in goggles looks very nice, and I think it would fit the original game. Third image. Next we have effects, and the biggest one here is the better version of base. He originally had a different space helmet and even colorful eyes. I actually don't like this red palette. Then we have this weird dude under the glass. He looks like a UFO, and one of the interesting things in this design is the eyes. They look really unusual from the Incrediman, and when I saw them for the first time, they actually reminded me of Roblox for some reason. But the design looks sick, maybe it was another base design. At the bottom left we have the monk better design. He also had a hood originally, and he looks like a cultist with it. But originally these 3-eye goggles were on the right eye, but it actually looks weird. And at the right we have the sonar effect. This is the beta version of that sonar machine, which almost looks similar to the current one. And at the bottom we see a dude in a mask. And you would ask me, how he is related to the sonar effect? The clothes are almost identical. Mask looks very cool, but I think it just did not fit the sound. And we see some bunch of little sketches. This one looks like a pirate. And the last one for today. Here we see the remaining 2 effects beta designs, for the scary dude and the Siren effect. This is the closest one to the original design. He just does not have that weird item on his head, which I think was on this sketch. It was originally a helmet. We also have this version of the design, which also had that element of half human, half robot idea. Wonder why they scrapped it. And at the bottom left we have 2 other designs. This is the exact same design of Siren effect, which we have in game. The only difference is the palette, which actually looks great. If they originally used the 4 palette system, like in previous versions, this would be in game for effects. And next to him we have a character design, which did not appear in game, but it's the only one which is totally finished. It could fit the game, but devs scrapped that design too. Maybe it was the better design for the Siren effect? They both have closed eyes and open mouth. We also see these weird goggles and this weird creepy guy. He looks sus. The first half of the sketches is done, and I hope you enjoyed it. Next two videos on this channel will be related to INCREDIGEEK and INCREDIBOX Anniversary, so stay tuned. We're gonna discuss about how INCREDIBOX lasted 12 years and still popular. And the next topic for the second video is a secret for now. So thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Bye bye and see you soon.